What's up? Welcome back to another video. If you can already tell by the title, y'all, today we are going to be doing some miracle knots. I'm going to show you how I got this look using 4 packs of Burmese curly hair. This video is in no way sponsored, so girl, I may not even mention the brand name unless y'all ask. I'm not gonna gatekeep, but this video is not sponsored. I just wanted to show y'all this is my first time doing miracle knots. Y'all always be talking about, girl, do miracle knots, your hair so long, do miracle knots, blah, 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 blah. So we finally did some miracle knots, and y'all, like I said, I'm going to show you how I got my miracle knots. I love them, y'all. The hair is so lightweight. I can see what y'all mean. Like, it's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like much hair is on my head at all. And like I said, we did do 4 packs. So if you want to see how I got this finished look, y'all, make sure you continue watching the video. As always, make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss when I post a new video. And if you're new, girl, hey, my name is Ashley J. The J stands for Janaya. We post weekly vlogs every Wednesday for Ash Wednesday. We do throw some hair beauty videos in there from time to time. We also post motherhood, faith, and lifestyle. So if you're looking for a new creator to follow in this new era, in this 2026 YouTube era, make sure you follow your girl. But yeah, I can't stop playing with my hair, y'all. So let's get into this video and let me show y'all how we got this look. Of course, we are starting off with freshly washed hair. I did put a little grease on it because I think this was like 2 or 3 days old, but I didn't want my hair to be completely dry because we are about to put it in a bunch of braids. So we wanted to make sure that it is at least moisturized. I'm showing y'all timestamps because I want y'all to see how long this style actually took me. We got started at 1 o'clock, and if hindsight was 2020, y'all, I feel like this hairstyle took a little longer than I anticipated. But anyway, we started off with a middle part because I do plan on wearing my hairstyle in the middle part at some point. So I love to bust it down in the middle first, and then I'm just going to section it off side to side. And that's also how you can create a half up, half down. If you struggle with parting your own hair, the best way to do is part it down the middle, go from the middle to the left, middle to the right, and then you will have a half up, half down. So I'm just sectioning it off that way because I'm going to do individual plaits in the front, some cornrows in the middle, and then a few plaits on the perimeter. But you'll see as we do it. I wanted to do this way because, y'all, you see all this hair, like miracle knots is just knotless, ball hole knotless on your natural hair. So it's not really, it's still a lengthy style. So I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna just do the outer edges so it'll give the same illusion, and put the curly hair in the middle. So I'm just making sure that my parts is straight. I've been doing my own hair for some years, so y'all, I've kind of learned my head, and some of my parts are just, I feel like, embedded in my scalp, so it is a little easier to part my own hair. But I feel like this style is perfect for, you know, the busy woman, the average girl, anybody. I feel like this hairstyle is perfect for anybody. I definitely feel like if you have not tried miracle knots, you should definitely try miracle knots, just because it is so lightweight. You don't have to worry about doing your hair. It's cost effective. Well, it can be, especially if you can do your own hair, girl. So now I'm showing you how I parted off the section in the back to where I wanted the back plaits to be. And I was a little pleased at myself because look how crispy that part is, and that was just one try. Thank you. So this is how much hair I'm going to leave out in the back. I'm just going to braid that up so it can come out the way. The longest part about this hairstyle is the prepping. Once you get everything prepped, meaning your plaits, your cornrows, whatever pattern you're going to do, the hairstyle from there goes kind of quick. But again, since we have to braid our own hair, this process, you know, takes a little long. If you cannot braid your hair, y'all, I highly recommend going to the African braiding shop, or just, you know, a local braider, somebody who can braid for you, and having them plait your hair or braid it down, because that will save you so much time. I have so many collabs with miracle knots coming up, y'all, and I can see me doing that at least once, going to somebody's salon and having them braid my hair, because again, it will save you so much time when doing this protective style. Okay, so we got the back plaits done. We did 8 in the back, if I counted that correctly, and then y'all see my middle section got that braided up. I think we're about to come up. If you're trying to braid your own hair at home and you are just struggling with the little details, I want to let you know to make sure you try to do brick parting. Brick parting is so that your hair falls evenly, it falls flat, it looks natural. You don't want to line your parts on top of each other. So make sure you're always doing brick parting, meaning You have one block, you start in the middle of that block to create your next block. Hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, now we're in the front, y'all. The front took me so long because I wanted my hair to be full. They only sent me 4 packs of hair and I wanted my hair to be full. So I did the front kind of small. Now that I'm looking back in the video, I should not have done the front this small. But yeah, we did the front part pretty small, and it took us at least an hour or two. I was just kind of learning as I went through the hairstyle. So once I started plaiting, I'm like, okay, how far down do I need to plait? If you have long hair, you might want to keep plaiting down, girl, because if you want to braid the curly pieces in, then if you leave a lot of your hair loose, then it will eat up most of the hair. And I hope that makes sense. So I was like leaving a lot of my hair unbraided, thinking that I was doing it right, but really, y'all, I should have kept braiding it down. I feel like it's easier to feed the hair in, but again, since I'm doing it myself, since I'm trying to save some time, you might want to just plait the ends in and then crochet the rest in. Y'all, I was over it. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all was like, do miracle knots. Oh my god, all that hair, you could do miracle knots. And girl, I felt like I was doing those knotless braids all over again. But I'm just trusting the process at this point. It's 4:33, y'all, as y'all can see. So but 3 hours. It took us 3.5 hours to do our foundation, to do the plaits, to do the cornrows. 3.5 hours. But it looks neat, right? It looks like we're finna really, slay the grass. But after that, I was over it. Like, I was over it. So this is the hair that I'm using. Like I said, this video is not sponsored, but I'm going to tag them just in case y'all would like to purchase the Burmese curly hair. This is 20 inches. Burmese curly is from Icy Hair. I think I had to take a break and go and get the kids or something, y'all. I don't know. But we got back started at 9:30. Y'all know I love doing my hair at night because the kids are away. I can focus. I can lock in. So this was like our second shift. And we're starting to put the crochet hair in. Like I said, they sent me 4 packs. It was like almost 20. It was at least 25 pieces on each ring. So they do, and I think they do it by the weight. I don't know the weight, y'all, so I'm not going to get on here and lie. But I think it was at least 25 pieces. It was enough pieces on there, but I would have loved to have 5 packs because I wanted the hair a little bit fuller. So now I'm just about to start putting the curly pieces in. Like I said, now I'm realizing like, oh girl, you got to break the hair down a little bit longer because this is a lot going on right here. So then I started crocheting in, and the crochet method that I use, y'all, I loop and pull. I don't do, like, you can kind of see how I pull one of the ends into the loop, and then I might tie it. I don't do 2 knots. So I pull the hair through my hair, loop, pull the loop open, and pull one piece of the side through the loop. I hope that makes sense. You will see the process as I continue. But yeah, that was it for that night, y'all. I forgot what time I stopped. So this is day 2. We are going to finish this today because we have things to do. We got places to go, people to see, things to do. So this is my progress from last night. I forgot to record what time we finished. So yeah, day 2, I was completely over it because I'm like, we still had the front to do. And I felt like I was running out of hair. So that's why I was like, I would have preferred to have 5 hair. But this hair was so soft. And I love the Burmese curly texture. So far, y'all, it's been like a week. I've worn it maybe a week and a half. And it's not really much tangles. It's so lightweight. I forget that it's on my hair. I've been getting so many compliments like this. I hate I didn't try this hairstyle sooner for the summer. This is definitely a go-to summer protective hairstyle because no hair is left out other than your braids. But the next time I do this hairstyle, I'm going to do all cornrows so I don't have any hair out. So as you can see, again, I'm just plaiting the ends in there, doing that repetitive process. I did this for all of my plaits in the front because we did not want to run out of hair. That would have pissed me off bad. So I went ahead and just plaited all of the ends with the Burmese curly hair at the front plaits because, like I said, the plaits was small. We was running out of hair. It was a whole thing. So once I finished putting all of the curly pieces on the plaits in the front, that's when I started to go in and feed some crochet hair through the top. So I did put 2 strands, 2 pieces of the Burmese curly in the front because, like I said, I wanted the front to be full. So the back pieces, I think I put like 1, maybe 2, but I wanted to, I would have loved to put 3 pieces in the front. It just depends on how full you want your hair to look. Like I said, I did want the front to be a little fuller, so I did want to put at least 3 pieces. Some pieces I did put 3, but for the most part, I just wanted to make sure that all of the front 8 braids had a piece coming from the root. So it can, you know, again, just kind of give a fuller look. But this is the method. Y'all see, I stuck the needle, the crochet needle through there. The hook is open. You hooked it on there, close the hook, pull it through, open that part, pull one from the one side, pull it through there like that. Y'all see, boom, it's locked in there. It's not going anywhere. Then I might go in and just do a regular knot. Boom, just like that. And hair has not moved. So then I went ahead and got dressed, did my makeup. I'm going to put some mousse on there. I did read after the fact that the girl said you're not supposed to put mousse, but I put mousse, girl. And I used this mousse from Garnier. I'm going to make sure I tag it down below so y'all can check out all the products that I recommend on this hair. But it's been so low maintenance, y'all. I put the water on there every now and again, but his hairstyle has been so low maintenance. I do my edges, and that is all. Like, this is the finished look. Y'all see what I'm talking about? It came out so cute. It came out so cute, y'all. I'm in love with this hairstyle. This is your sign to try Miracle Knots, girl, because I know I said I wasn't gonna do it, but this is your sign to do it. And you see how you can't even see my cornrows in the back? Thank you. Let me know what you thought about this video and if it was helpful, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.